Hi, welcome to Lilith's Covina. My name is Lynn, and this is the first, I hope, in a series of many videos from my YouTube channel. I just decided that I'm going to do that because I'm not much of a typer. So you might notice on my pages, if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, that I'll do a bit and then I'll be like absent, but I am a talker. Anyone that knows me will tell you I am a talker. So I decided to come on and talk a little bit about full moon rituals. Now I'm not going to do a ritual today. This video and thing is very new to me, so I'll have to get the hang of it to be able to do it. But I said I'd come on and maybe do some tips or how I like to do things that maybe you could apply to your own. Now I know everyone has their own way of doing it. There is no right or wrong way. So I'm just going to kind of give you tips on what I do and see if it resonates. And if it resonates, give it a try or add it in or whatever. I do have my little trusty notebook in case I forget. But yeah, so first thing is meditate. When I think of full moon, everything got to do with full moon is, like an accumulation and a time for a release. So for me, I kind of gather lots of things, lots of inspiration, ideas, things I want to try out all month long, and particularly from the new moon phase. So I will have put things out there and things will start manifesting and I'll start playing around with things, see what's going to work for me, what's not. So for me, full moon means everything's now accumulated, everything's full and bulbous. Think about the moon when it's full. It's literally bulbous. So too is the mind and the spirit. And so what we want to do in the full moon is literally purge, make room. Because if we don't purge and we hold on, energy gets stagnant. Energy likes to flow. This is the thing with energy, it likes to flow. So in order for it to flow, it has to have room. If it doesn't have room, it gets stagnant and stuck and it blocks things. So we want to not have that happen. So first thing is meditate, because meditate gives clarity. And I know it sounds very cliche, but if I want to release anything, if I want to make room for new ventures, the first thing I'll do is I'll meditate on what it is I should release on the run up to the full moon. So it could be things that you picked up, you've been working on for a week, a month, a year now, but you're forcing it, you're running out of energy first. That's the perfect thing to get rid of in a full moon purge. Now, for me, I am very aesthetically driven. You might see in my background here, this is my witchy space. And I am just that person that needs their environment to be very pleasing to them. So I always recommend for everyone to really clear a space that feels them. So whether it's put up a little picture, bring your tarot cards, put on a new duvet in the room, get something that really represents you, who you are, what your goals are. Something that makes your soul sing. Because once you're in a space that really represents yourself, it's very easy to channel what you want and who you are. So clear a space that is very you. Ground well. Now, I have triple aspect of air. I am literally all air. So I would be up and out of my body constantly. I have to literally ground morning, noon and night. Like literally, or my way with fairies. But when you are going to purge, you do need to be well grounded because it's going to bring up an array of emotions. Sometimes when these emotions come up, it's a little bit of trickery involved. That will, the ego will try and get you to hold on to things that are no longer serving you. So, but if you're well grounded, it's very easy to discern what is just emotion that's coming with it, and it still needs to be released. And I had noted here about feeling and literally the emotions that your release invokes, feel them, get used to them, because then you'll know without much effort what isn't serving you anymore, because your ego is going to want you to hold on to things, even toxic things, because it's used to it and it likes it and it inflates it. It gives it a reason to complain or anger, and these are things that really inflate the ego. Really feel the emotions that come up when you decide what it is you're going to release on the full moon. And then, there are many ways to do it. For me, I love to draw down the moon. So you do a simple technique of standing under the moon, arms up, and literally draw down the moon's energy all above the head chakra, right down into the third eye, into the throat, all down into the solar plexus, into the sacral, down into the legs, into the earth. Really anchor it there, really drink it up. So that would be my first step after I meditate. I will draw down the moon. I will then write a letter to the universe, or just some things I want to release onto bay, if you have bay leaves. Or sometimes if it's something that I'm really struggling with, I'll actually petition the goddesses to help me to release it. Either way, write it down, get a fireproof bowl or a cauldron if you have one, burn it and release it. Now, when you're doing this, you really visualize, as it burns, you really visualize the release, how it feels. Everything comes back to intention and feeling. That's how you know your magic is going to work. And just stay grounded. That is the best thing to do. I like to do it either, the day of the full moon or the day after, or night rather. And what I do, I bury then because I use a cauldron, and it's not necessary. I have a little, I have a small, medium and large for different things. But like I have one that's this size. I'll burn my intentions in there, what I want to release, and I'll actually meditate on it then for 3 days after I do my ritual, and I bury it in fresh clay. Because again, intention is everything. So as you dig the clay, your intention is to bury and release back into the earth, transmutate all the energy back into the earth of things that no longer serve you. Because I just feel if you don't do that, it can gravitate back towards you. So I'm Aquarian, when I'm done, I'm done. So I want to make sure I not only kill you, but I bury you as well. So I hope that helps. I know I probably rambled a bit, and hopefully I'll get better at these as they go along. But if you do have any questions, you can just pop them below, or follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Lilith Covina. And I'm always happy to help any way I can. I know I do things a little different to most people, but that's why it's witchcraft. It's a craft and something you make your own. So have a wonderful day, witches. Thanks for tuning in.